First of all, I can't talk about EDSA without talking about the events of my life before that. I was a volunteer for poll watching during the snap elections, and I was assigned to the place where we have a strongman, a warlord in Negros Occidental, where I come from. And so for the first time of my life on that election day, I began to experience how it would feel to have the barrel of a gun on my forehead and how it felt having a lighted cigarette being placed on the skin of my hand. And at the time it happened to me, I said to myself, well, this country is really going to the dogs and there's no more hope. And it looked like evil was going to win over what was good. You walk down the streets of Bacolod at night and you see pain and you see desperation, and you know that there is really no choice. You had to change a corrupt system of government, because if there was no change, then actually there would never be anything much of a country to speak of after that. And so when I heard over the radio after several days that people were flocking to EDSA and people going over there, I began to think to myself that, well, there is new hope for the country. In a microcosm, in a real way, we also felt what was happening in EDSA. And I think maybe it is for a reason that I am the only commissioner of the EDSA People Power Commission that is not from Luzon, is not from Manila, who was not there physically in EDSA. Maybe it shows that it is not important also where you were at that time. You may have been physically present in the street called EDSA, and I wish I was there, but you may not have been too. But what is important is the spirit of EDSA is in your heart at the moment. The whole country was glued to the radio, and the feeling of fear, the feeling of expectation, and the feeling of jubilation at the end is what we felt. And at the end of the day, when Ferdinand Marcos left the country, we all went to the streets again. We would honk our horns in jubilation. And I'm an ordinary person, and I do ordinary things for my country, and I think that is what most of us can do. It comes from our little taya para sa bayan. It can mean just seeing a garbage can so far away from you and walking over there to throw your garbage at the right place. It means to me just planting trees in my backyard. It means to me volunteering in an organization that can help create change in my community. And 90% of Filipinos are like me, simple, ordinary Filipinos. But I know that my taya para sa bayan is important. I know as a single person I can create change in my community. And I know because of that I can help the spirit of EDSA People Power still be alive.